Good day, fellow Fae. Welcome back to Wood Dweller's Domain. I am the one and only Wood Dweller. Thank you so very much for stopping by my neck of the woods today. Oh my gosh. Poi has been such an amazing thing for my mental health, but also this ball has been knocking me upside the head several times. It's mostly my head and my boobs. Sometimes I'm doing it really fast and then it just goes haywire. So I'm still trying to get the hang of like keeping everything to where I'm not getting knocked out. So there's that. But I'm really excited about trying out the ones without the silk and the ones that are like glow in the dark. So I'm really excited about that. Today's video is specifically in regards to this kit area here. This is my face painting kit. I do want to kind of go over my current setup, okay? Because I did get it updated and I was so excited to be able to win a business grant. So therefore, all of my supplies here are the result of me kind of organizing and taking the initiative with my business. I have so many business goals, first and foremost. Getting my kit together was like the #1 priority for me because I felt like with my kit becoming more and more strong, then I felt like I could represent myself in the most professional way possible. So I have been a face painter for about 2 years now. Before that, of course, I was a makeup artist. I like to sort of have like my regular makeup as the forefront as well. Just because it describes me, it is me to a T. I love doing just regular makeup on myself. I have worked for several makeup counters before, and I just felt like with face painting, I felt like I didn't have to surrender my mental health to bring in money. So I am located in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's been really fun. Just discovering kind of what the demand is for different designs and events alike. So I'm really excited to bring you guys this video. And I have not named my face paint kit yet, but I do plan on naming it soon. If you have any name suggestions, she's all black. And also she does roll. So I want to really briefly show you kind of the breakdown. So I have a little remote control. This remote control allows me to turn on and off the kit. So I put these string lights around it just so that I could sort of bring some attention and have like really fun lighting going, especially when it's like later evening to night events or if the event is in the dark. So those two dynamics, because I did do a face painting event in the dark and I had like one little small section of my face paint kit lighting up. This was before I got the Craft and Go, of course. But it was so small and it was in one of those like glow in the dark events, laser tag, I think, at like a jump house. And that was really nice. A jump place. I don't know what you would call it, but a bounce house or something, where they do like all of the trampolines and stuff like that. So that was fun. And that's what inspired me to have these lights here, because I just feel like this is a really cool focal point. This is my brush belt. So my brush belt I purchased a while ago, and they had all of my makeup brushes in it at first, but since I am currently getting booked to do face painting, I decided to clean this brush belt and have my face paint brushes on the belt. These are all brushes that I currently use for face painting, with the exception of this one. I keep this brush in my face paint brush belt because it's broken. Okay, this face paint brush is broken. I used this brush in the beginning stages of my face painting discovery. And I took sort of like a ribbon that was technically for Christmas. It's red and white, and I super glued it to the brush. So I super glued it around to keep it together. This brush I do not use and will probably never use, but it's a great reminder of where I came from. So using little things that are inexpensive, very cheaply made, that's like my existence. Starting from humble beginnings, I just have always been the kind of person that will take things that maybe some people would look over and then try to create beauty with it. I'll give you an example. The first time I went to beauty school was Paul Mitchell, the school. And I began to see kind of the dynamic of beauty school. A lot of vanity, a lot of really nasty attitudes. But here I was smack dab in the middle of trying to make something of myself after having my first child. I remember all of us were bringing in our makeup, and by that time I had been known in the class as someone who has great makeup skills. Well, everyone was pulling out their makeup and comparing it. And so with my makeup, it was more cheaper makeup. The makeup was cheaper and it wasn't the best quality. And a lot of the other girls had name brand quality, but they were trying to like calculate in their brain, like, how is she doing so well these makeup looks? And I don't even know like the brand of makeup she has. So that's just a background. This is just who I am. I love taking little and making it big. I love taking recycled things, trash, paper, anything, and I love making things out of them. Why? Because I'm just naturally humble that way. And I feel like if you can take something at its most purest form to where you would look at it and say it has no worth, I don't see it that way. To me, everything has worth. So that's the only makeup brush that I don't use and probably never will because it's broken. And then also I don't want to continue breaking it. So just a quick story. So yeah, with this brush belt, I feel extremely professional when I have this brush belt on. The last time I used to wear it was when I went to Aveda. So I did go to Aveda. I went to Paul Mitchell first, left, and then went to Aveda and actually graduated and completed all my classes and did my exams and stuff. So not to get anybody confused, just to let you know a little bit about my background. With my kit though, my kit is very interesting because at first I did not want to purchase this Craft and Go. I did not, because it costs over $500 and I just felt like there was some way that I could create this on my own. I wanted to purchase a suitcase and kind of go from there. I don't have any hardware construction type background, so I did try to purchase one that was online that was close by Facebook Marketplace, and the person was trying to sell it for me. It was extremely dirty, banged up, dusty, but she was trying to sell it regular price, which I thought that was really weird. I asked her if she would go down on it. She said no. It was full of like a lot of papers and junk. So I said, you know what, forget it. I ended up getting one. I did, though, however, want to ask them about their values, in which I did. And I didn't really get too good of an answer. So, just their values as a company, okay? So I'm changing up the dynamic of this camera so that we can get more focused in on what's going on here. So first, I just want to talk about this kit, okay? I just want to go over what's happening here. Now, I will say at the bottom, I'm always going to have this little ring, okay? This little ring is going to have a cloth I have to have a cloth there because if I don't, how am I going to wipe off the excess wet from these brushes? So with these brushes, if I have a random brush that I'm going to use and I spray a face paint color with water and I'm going in that face paint, right? Or even before the face paint, but I'm going into that face paint and it's watery. One thing that I can do is take this and dab it on there. I need to dab it so that everything is not completely wet. If any of the colors and things are wet, then that is very harmful to the overall face paint look. Because usually if it's too wet, then it will drip, okay? So I'm gonna kneel down. Hopefully you can still see everything. There we go. All right, so I want to get into the face paint kit. This can lift up higher, but right now we're going to keep it here. So I have individual colors from Snazzaroo. All of these are Snazzaroo. The red does not have the top on it. I cannot find it. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in this place that I am in, but we will talk about that later. Absolutely in love with the Superstar face paint collection. I have 3 face paint colors. Oh my God. Superstar is so pigmented. I am literally in love with Superstar face paint. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next, I do have these split cakes. And then a lot of them are of this GTX. GTX is a new favorite face paint brand that I absolutely love. Okay, I did cut this up. I did attempt. It's my first GTX chill for like 2 seconds. I do have the white GTX as well. A lot of it's gone because, oh, you can't see. Okay, there we go. I'm like, you can't see. It's all whited out. GTX, love the face paint, okay? I do have glitters here. I have a loose glitter that you can spray. Glitter spray is so awesome for all over looks. These are, let me try to zoom in. Okay. These are glitter pots that I have. All of these glitters are to where you can't dump them out. They used to be loose glitters, okay? And of course, I put a little magnet on the bottom of them. The reason they are no longer loose glitters is because I just find that it was easier to put all of the glitters in like a cream-like consistency thanks to Vivid. Vivid Gleam Glitter Cream inspired the heck out of me, okay? I absolutely love Gleam. It's not going to come out. It's so beautiful, guys. I'm getting so excited. At another time later on, oh my gosh, later on, I will be purchasing the rest of the glitter, Vivid glitters. But as of right now, I have so many glitters. As y'all can see, I don't need to be purchasing any more glitters right now. This is a little reservoir is what they call it. It's for water. So water goes here, clean water here, wash brush, push it down, clean water comes back. Love it. Lots of parents who either book me or if I'm out at an event, they've complimented this. So I am going to purchase one more. I have separate glitters. These are Christmas themed glitters. Although I do not celebrate Christmas, I get like hired to do Christmas events. So I had to kind of purchase some glitters here. I have 2 loose glitters, baby glitters. This is Skin Safe glitter. I do have my white and black pots. So here's white, here's black, and these are Diamond FX. They all have a magnet stuck to the bottom. And then I like how I can just, first of all, Diamonds FX, they do the little, I forget what you call it. This is my dabber box, okay? I keep the clean dabbers here. Some of the dabbers are stained, but they are clean because I wash them with soap and water each time. Underneath that dabber box, I do have the Athena palette. It's like a cream palette makeup, and I use this for lip colors. And I did cut this piece right here off, just so that it wouldn't get messy in the kit. Now, on top of the dabbers, I do keep these little, they're like stars. I like the quick star insert specifically because they're so small. I had to cut them from the stencil. This is my like jewel case here. I keep it in like a pencil pouch, and I have I think two people. One person purchased one, and then I added one on another kid. But these are some of my jewels. They are so pretty. I'm in love with how they look. My favorite ones, I'm going to show you my favorite ones. It's like a mermaidy kind of. These I charge if like there's parents that are like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't think my kid wants to do a face paint, and then I'll ask if they want a jewel. Jewels are for also for certain designs that I have. They can be added to designs, but it just depends. If someone books me though, like at a party, I'm just gonna throw jewels in because they're paying one flat rate for a specific amount of hours. So I usually throw those in. And then these are like lipstick applicators. They are silicone, but yeah, I like to, it's multiple in here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's multiple of them in here. And I really do like to lock this and place it here. It does have magnets at the bottom of them. This right here, I don't know if you can see that. This is my insurance card. So I pay insurance every month for, as a face painter, right? Now, I have tons of stencils. I like stencils as an option specifically because there are kids who are very antsy, right? There are kids who can't sit still, and that's totally fine. But it's so much easier to take a dabber and do like a spider, you know, or something like that. Because some of the parents are like really persistent. They will be like, oh, my kid. Now, if the kid's like distraught, okay, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. But if the parent is like, hey, you know, she wants something done, but she won't hold still or something. Usually I try to like get the parents to understand that consent is something that's like really big for me. So if the kid does not want to stay still, yeah, we understand that. But it's all about like consent. So with me, I'm always like, hey, do you want to try this? If they say no and the parent keeps pushing, I then take one of my brushes and I will grab like a color. I'll ask them like, what's your favorite color? Or I'll just pick a random one that they're wearing if they're nonverbal. And then I'll dip like the brush into the color and then give them the brush and say, hey, do you want to draw a heart on me? To kind of like get them to sort of like become more familiar with the fact that it's not scary as they may think. So there's that. I'm gonna pull the camera in more so that I can kind of show you everything that I'm trying to show you because it's a little bit more in detail. So be right back. Okay, so we do have more stencils here. I pulled these out because I like to update looks. So a lot of times I'll use stencils, clean them, and then try to put them up. So because I did some looks today, I've not yet to actually put them on my little stencil ring here. This is a bag that I like to keep gloves in, scissors, and this is like a little toy that I just started putting in this kit because I want kids to be able to have an out if they don't feel like getting face painted. I'm not a forceful face painter. I'm not gonna force a kid to like sit still, but if they need something to kind of like calm their nerves, this is like one of my favorite concepts because it reminds me of a lava lamp back when like Spencer's was a big thing. I don't know if Spencer's is a thing now, maybe it still is, but so yeah, that's in there. I'm running out of gloves, so I have to buy some more. I don't get the rubber ones. I get these because some people are allergic to rubber. I have 2 crystals here. These crystals sit here because I love clear quartz. It brings me authentic joy. I was thinking about gluing like magnets to the bottom of them. And this is amethyst. I absolutely love amethyst. That's the name of my cat. So 2 of my favorite crystals. I have a mirror, Dollar Tree mirror here. I need to clean it. This is for dirty brushes that I don't have time to clean. So sometimes when I'm doing private events and people are listed for a specific amount of time at a venue or a place, I can't clean the brushes in time. So I put them here so that I'm not getting anything messy. Yes, so I do have a battery pack for the lights. This is the unicorn horn stencil that I cut off because it's so, this is like a primary requested look. Here's some more stars, guys. They're so small. And then these are my business cards. This is my updated business card. Fairy face painter. And then I have like pictures of myself. And then on the back, I have information about how to contact me. And then the first set of business cards, though, I will say they were kind of rough because you can't really see the QR code. But I still love the design. If you look really close, you can see me like really small. And then I put more of what I did on here. So I just keep those to kind of like look at where I was and then kind of where I am now. I'm in love with this thick card. Got them made at Zazzle. And then, oh, this is Superstar. Wait, oh, the silver. Okay, there's a silver color that I have, but I think it's in the freaking bathroom or the kitchen. I like to rinse off a lot of my face paints. So this folder, I keep these in my folder just so that everything is clean and neat. This is my pay menu. This is my face painting disclaimer. Just so that parents can look at this briefly. My camera friendly zone disclaimer. These are my practice sheets that I got. A clear sheet goes over these and then you can practice line work, one strokes, things of that sort. I'm still working on that. I feel like recently though I've been getting a lot better with it. But yeah. And then this is like my overall follow my links. This links to my link tree. And then these 2 are separated designs. If I'm going and pulling up to a vendor event where I have to pay for the table, no one pays me to be there, and I have to sell my designs separate, then this stack is what I will use. They're all in order on both sides. And this one is if someone hires me, they book me, and they pay me my hourly rate plus travel fees, things of that sort. And they've already obviously paid. So I'm not going to charge their guests money. So every menu that I have in the no priced one is also in the priced one, if that makes sense. So there's that. And I keep these on the bottoms because I love the storage boxes, like the little storage box concept here. It's the best. I love keeping those at the bottom. They work out. Okay. Now, I want to go over my box here. This box keeps a lot of things that I still have to carry with me. This is my brush cleaner. I usually put soap and water here and just water here. Sometimes I need double soap, but a lot of times I do like to dry my brushes over here on the sides. I will say that this, the fact that, you know, face paint can stain is the reason why it's inside of here looking like that. But yeah, and I will usually put this up here somewhere. These are my sponges. A lot of the sponges are stained as well. They are cleaned though. And I do soak them and clean them with soap as well as water. These two jugs, I have them full of water at all times. I never know when I'm going to be on call or if I want to pull up at a random park or something like that. Vegetable glycerin, okay. And I have aloe. So a face painter that I recently came across said that she uses vegetable glycerin mixed with aloe to get that cream sort of consistency with her glitters. I started using that as well, and it's been helping a lot more than just using the aloe vera just by itself. So mixing these two, and you just need a little bit to be able to mix. And I mixed every glitter separately and with a separate Q-tip. Okay, speaking of Q-tips, I have Q-tips. I am in the process of putting this in a cleaned mason jar. I do carry, I love mason jars, so I want to use that for this. I think we already went over the jugs. These are folded towels. They help me to keep everything dry. I love using my spray water for face painting, but I like to also keep things dry. So those help a lot. This is my spray water jug or bottle, sorry. And then the purple one is my alcohol. I have to have alcohol to be able to clean my hands at any point in time. This is my Dawn soap. So I keep soap with me because I love being able to clean my brushes on like location. Like if I have an assistant, they can help me clean sponges, brushes. They can also help me clean dabbers as well as stencils. So that helps a lot. I do have these recycled. These are Blue Bunny ice cream containers with the lids. I have them. My kids love this ice cream and we get it every single time I grocery shop. But I love being able to carry two. Not only is it for me to keep everything upright. Everything is upright, okay? But when I'm on location, I can often put water and soap in a container and clean my sponges that way. And then this one can just have water and then rinse them off. That's also, it's like a 2-in-1 kind of deal. I think I have a little bit more lids. So that's that. This, I think is in here by accident. My kids love making paper dolls. So I think this is like the Judy Hopps character from Zootopia, which I think it has another movie coming out that we might see. And then this one is the cutest little bag ever. So this bag was one of my kids. I do keep, what is this? Antibacterial moist hand wipes. That's for me specifically. I do have baby wipes too. I just don't have them here. They are coming in the mail. I have hand sanitizer. This is my practice paint. So it's a white paint and it's, to me, it just was lower quality. And I didn't want to use this for any of my clients or any of the kids or anything. This is spray hand sanitizer. Spray hand sanitizer. This is a fan. This fan is really good for me to use with kiddos that have sort of wetter designs, or maybe they're sweating. This really is supposed to go with like the unicorn look. I don't really use this though. I could, but I don't. None of my designs, current designs, really have that going on. This is an LA Colors face and body glitter. I love this glitter. This is specifically for me. Here's another practice paint. It's lower quality, and I just like to use it on myself or on the practice boards for face painting. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I have this glue. This glue came with the kit, E6000. It came with the kit because you are supposed to kind of glue whatever you're putting in here to the magnets. So that is my kit right now. If you watched until the end, I'm so freaking happy to have you. I do have it's like a wagon. Hold on, let me fix the camera. I just want to be able to fix it so that we all can be on the same accord here. Okay, so I do have a wagon, okay, that I bring with me because I absolutely have to have the wagon to carry everything. It's so much more easy for me to have it and to carry everything in this wagon because specifically I am not really good with carrying things on my back or anything like that, and this wagon really does help me. It's convenient, it's very helpful. I have back problems, I can't do it, and usually I don't have an assistant at each face paint gig or event with me. So there's that. I can show you what the wagon looks like. I'm still waiting on my studio chair in the mail, so that will be coming. And I can make like a short post about it, of course, but that is my kit, guys. I'm so excited that you all were able to stay. If you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, or Matthews, Belmont, Concord, North Carolina, just let me know. I'm going to put below my form that you can fill out if you would like to inquire my services. So this was really fun, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I thoroughly appreciated kind of breaking that down for you. I know that I kind of went through it pretty quickly. Yeah, but that's it. Oh, I guess I can show you really quickly like the small things over here. So I do have a sign that says do not touch. Okay, I have to have that sign there because kids, the first thing they want to do is they want to come up, especially when it has lights on it, or if they just see a ton of colors, they want to touch. That's the first thing that they do. So I say danger, do not touch, plus the picture so that the kids know, please don't touch. I have a really, really cute picture of my kids when they were babies. This is how I see them even still. They are so freaking adorable. I love them so much. I made this years ago. I actually made it years ago. It's I forget what you call it. It's like a marble circle, but it has magnets on the bottom. I made this a long time ago for my mom when she was in the hospital, and I made a ton of them. And for some reason, this one just stayed with me. So that's my oldest, and I do plan on making more of me as well as my youngest. And then Knuckles is the homie. Okay, he's right beside his face paint color. Although this color that I purchased said that it was orange, but it looks more red to me. So it's like a dark orange. These are 2 magnets because I keep my disclaimer and my photo disclaimer up on a metal board that I put here. Obviously, huge Legend of Zelda fan, okay? And then this is a symbol that I will be getting tattooed on me sometime very soon. This is the African ram's horn symbol that symbolizes strength and humility. And this is just me in a symbol, honestly. I am very humble and have always been humble. And I used to really, really pride myself on being humble a ton, okay? When I say that was like my number one aspect of life, was to kind of show humility, because not only was it, I guess, who I was, but it was also who I was taught to be growing up. But a new concept along with this symbol, because I've always had this symbol in like earrings, and I've always wanted this symbol tattooed on me. One side of this symbol is that I will admit that I don't praise it as much as humility, is strength. So that is a new concept that I am coming into on my own, my strength. And it's something that I'm very happy to say that I can newly associate myself with. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really, really appreciate you. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I actually miss when people interacted with me through comments. I do get comments here and there, but this was a really fun video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping by my neck of the woods today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.